Thank you all so much for your patience. Welcome to another Total Conflict MMA show. Thank you for joining us as we prepare to watch some of the highest level of mixed martial arts talent in esports competition. It is a rainy and cold day here, but we are live and alive, broadcasting from the city of Chicago in the heart of Illinois to fight fans around the world. This is Total Conflict MMA Fight Night 7, EK Warrior versus Breezy. Tonight, the Xbox division takes center stage as the 1-0 EK Warrior looks to take the main event spot and add another W to the win column against Breezy, who's coming off a win in his last fight and taking the fight on short notice. But before that, the co-main is also shaping up to be a grand display of fireworks in the PlayStation division, with DrakeUFC coming off a 3-fight win streak and looking to keep it going against Kieran KRO, who may or may not be showing up due to falling asleep in a party somewhere, but who could potentially be making his PlayStation debut tonight. We have a stacked card with some new names and old, all of which is promising to be a night of action and drama. Some players are still warming up, some are lobbied and ready to bring the conflict. So if you're ready, we are ready. Tonight, you already know what it is. My name is Baron Von Jedi. Ooh, I got a little nasally there. But I am commentating with the one and only Dead Bully, who is right now currently ranked number 1 in the PlayStation division, looking to take on the PlayStation title holder this Sunday. So, Dead Bully, how are you, my friend?
I'm good. I'm ready to get some fights in. I know we're running a little bit late, but looks like we're gonna get everything tidied up. The co-main event seems to be Fee versus Drake now, which I think that's a great fight, probably as good as the Kieran KRO versus Drake. So, and an EK Warrior return, always looking forward to that.
Yeah, 100%. Always looking forward to an EK Warrior return. With that said, let's go ahead and take a look at tonight's card now. As you have already mentioned, things have changed. It's not quite what you see on screen. We were supposed to have Cook versus Senior Bosmer. Not 100% sure what happened to Senior, but he is not showing up tonight. We do have a replacement, which is being fixed up currently. Legacy versus Miggy. I believe that is actually not going to happen. Miggy has I don't know. You know what, guys? Frankly, we could frankly just skip this whole part because this card is falling apart. But Legacy versus Miggy, that may or may not happen. Amazon versus Blake. Who knows if any of these prelims are actually going to happen. Kai Manny coming back to the community versus Jasobot 16. That should be a good main card fight to start off our main card. Mud versus Leon Stoles. That should be a good card. I imagine a lot of people are rooting for Mud. I can totally imagine why. Viper versus Aiden Log to finish off our main card before we get into our co-main event, which should have been DrakeUFC versus Kieran KRO, but who knows what's going to happen there. And then obviously the fight that we're all here for, the one that we actually can rely on to be the fight that is scheduled for tonight, EK Warrior versus Breezy, the fight that we are all here for, right? So, exciting card. Who knows what's going to happen, because there's it's changing. It's just constantly changing. That's what happens with these Friday cards, with these Friday cards. I almost forgot what day it was. But with that
Happy
said,
Friday.
Yeah, but with that said, you guys can give us a lot of support by following us either here on Twitch or on YouTube or our other platforms, or hit us with that subscription. That would be greatly helpful as well. I know that these guys have things to do, have places to be. Let's see, I'm not 100% sure if they got their picks lined up yet. Let's see if we can. That ping is looking rough, but it looks like we might potentially be starting off with I'm Corson versus K1 Cook, or should have been K1 Cook versus I'm Corson. Doesn't matter. But we have the stream pulled up. We're just not 100% sure if these guys have gotten their picks in. What it is that they're looking to do.
I think Corson is still deciding on a pick. I saw him hovering over Dana White earlier, which would be interesting.
Yeah, I think he says he's gonna go with Dana White. That's fine with me. I see people in the I see a lot of movement in the back. Someone saying don't lock in. Someone saying to lock in. He's got teammates telling him to lock in. He's got the boss saying not to lock. Who know? You know, there's a lot of things happening. All right, but yeah, it looks like they have been given thorough instruction as to what to do. We are going to go ahead and push things on over to them because I know that you guys are finished just, you know, looking at my face. Milkman in the chat saying unban me. I believe that we caught you doing something naughty, so I don't think that we can do that, unfortunately. I do apologize for that. Hoping that these guys get it together here in just a moment. The folks are at home are ready. We here are all ready. My DMs are blowing up. My notifications are blowing up. Oh, we're not starting here. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. Well, it looks like we're not starting here. Yeah, I told you guys this whole thing is a mess. All right, looks like we are starting over here. All right, so we are starting with the second fight, which is actually going to be Legacy versus potentially Miggy, I think. I think this is still Legacy versus Miggy. Let's go ahead and get into it. Yeah, we can ignore the ping from the last fight. We'll get back to that in just a moment. All right, but yeah, these guys are aware now that they are up. They are going to be the first fight. So fight 2 is starting off our card here tonight, as opposed to fight 1. I think we'll get back to fight 1 once it gets fixed. But yeah, it looks like we've got Miggy versus Legacy starting off our card here tonight. Should be a good card. Deadpool, I imagine you've seen both these guys fight before, yeah?
Yeah, Miggy, I probably don't recall too much. Legacy, obviously, we've seen him a couple times already now in the Fight Night cards. Always a good fight. I'm really more interested in the Bryce Mitchell pick because recently, actually yesterday, we got a nerf for him. So I'm wondering if that pick came in potentially before the pick.
Yeah, potentially. Ooh, nice shots there being landed there from Miggy. That's it is an interesting pick, especially against, you know, Conor McGregor. Gets the nice teep there, able to get the clinch as he tries to get back to his feet, goes for the flying triangle, and immediately into the sweep and the mount. What an amazing sequence of events that you for sure would never find the real Bryce Mitchell able to perform.
Who knows? Maybe on this Conor, he could have pulled something off.
No shot.
Probably would have been out by now, to be fair.
What is Verse saying? Who is pissing? I hear the toilet. What is happening?
Apparently there's some water running in the background.
It's definitely not my background. I don't know. Oh, is it Maxi? What is Oh, is it like their audio? Am I missing something?
Oh, I think it might be their audio, actually. As I heard it, too. I heard it in my headset, so it wasn't me.
Oh, did you? Okay, so maybe there's something that I'm missing. Hey, everyone at home, should I just turn down their volume? Do you guys want to hear fucking Maxi pissing in your ear? Because that's what you get to listen to.
Well, you know, it's concerning to me that he's on the toilet and fighting at the same time. Concerning and impressive. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's that would bring up a lot of question if it was Maxi that was fighting. But we still got a minute 20 left on the clock in this first round. Legacy is going after his man. Not able to do a whole lot of damage. Nice spinning back kick to the body there.
Yeah, and obviously for Bryce, you don't want to be here up on the feet. You just received the nerf actually for the feet. and on the ground too. So I mean, Bryce isn't really a really good 4-star pick anymore, just because of the recent nerf. So
Yeah, and I'm a huge fan of the nerf. I think that in fact my only gripe against it is that it didn't take away enough.
well, I think Bryce is still ranked. I could be mistaken, but I think he's still ranked on like the
Oh,
actual UFC
nice
rankings.
head kick there landed from Miggy.
Good old 2-star head kick there landing. Not too much damage, but definitely
Yeah,
throwing something out there still.
yeah. I mean, hey, it landed, right? It landed.
And actually, Baron, I figured out what's going on here. You have audio from the other fight playing through the speakers.
Oh, is that what's happening? No,
Yep,
I don't
there you
know,
go.
because they were on the lobby, so.
Because I just heard the lobby, like when
Oh,
they
there's
move
that
characters.
audio.
Yeah. So that's what was
Guys,
happening.
hey, let me just say something. We can never take another week off if this is what happens when we take a week off. I can't do this. This is what the stream looks like. Just a complete.
Ready to fight?
No.
Ready.
It's too. All right, well, now that we actually have some proper audio, let's turn that down just a little bit so you can hear me and Deadpool. Here we are, round 2. We can finally hear the game. Now, we do have provisions set up in case you guys don't have game audio. It's a new thing that we're bringing to TCMMA, so thankfully, no longer will you not have to go with, with silent fights. We're not in the Stone Ages anymore, people.
So it kind of seems here like Miggy's maybe coming out with a bit of a stronger approach, trying to get something big off, but I think he's gonna get caught. I don't think that Bryce Mitchell is that guy to be striking here on the feet with Connor.
No, not at all. Oh.
Interesting animation there.
Couple clinches there from Miggy. Now, we do want to take the opportunity to remind both our viewers and our competitors that there is a 3 clinch per round per fighter rules. So if you are able to achieve 3 clinches in a round, you can no longer go for any more. I mean, you can go for them, but you probably shouldn't. You could potentially face disqualification if you go for more than 3. So, do be careful of that. Miggy has already gotten 2 clinches in this second round with still over 2 minutes left. So he does need to be careful about that.
Yeah, and he's coming in strong. I mean, he's trying everything that he possibly can. You can see it by his stamina. He's thrown pretty much the kitchen sink out there, and it's not doing much. Obviously, you got a Bryce Mitchell with maybe 90 power in those hands, so you're not going to be able to do too much on the feet.
Oh.
Got a beautiful combo there.
Yeah, not looking good for Miggy, just taking body shots. Oh, and those spinning back kicks from Conor McGregor are, oh my goodness.
Brutal knockout there. Brutal knockout. Hit him with a double knockdown, I believe.
Yeah, that was rough. I think that was a double spinning back kick there. It was just one right after the other. But nice follow-up body shots that was able to get himself the body TKO there, and a nice little addition to the highlight reel too. You gotta love it. GG's in chat from Miggy. So congratulations to Legacy on a good performance. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what the Bryce Mitchell pick was. I don't really get that, but it's not for us to understand, Deadpool.
Right. No, I think it was maybe usable before the nerf. I'm not sure. I never really used it, to be honest, but definitely not usable now, I'll tell you that.
No, definitely not. Oh, God, adjust my camera just a little bit.
Legacy adding a win to the win columm here. I know he had faced a loss or two on his way here, so good to see him getting a OW here for
Yeah,
himself.
100%, 100%. And shout out to Legacy as well. You know, he's got his own league. He's doing his own things. So you know, he's been a supporter and a competitor in Total Conflict for a long time. And you know, so we want to support. You know, we want to support the community. So very much, you know, good for him for getting a win here tonight. Looking forward to seeing more of that in the future from him. Oh, okay. Mickey's in chat saying that he was originally Jean Silva, but he got buffed, so he wasn't 4-star anymore. So
that's very unfortunate.
Yeah. Okay, so it looks like we are going back in time to Corson and K1 Cooked. These guys are still lobbied up and ready to go. Let me make sure that I don't have any further fights that are going to be providing us with any extra audio. No, I don't think I do. All right, well, let's go ahead and get into it. These guys, like I said, are already lobbied. I know that you guys are ready. I feel like a complete nitwit out here, dude. I feel so lost. I am not a streamer. I'm a complete fraud right now. That's how I feel. But yeah, looking forward to seeing this. The ping, while it is high at 270, it's not fluctuating all that much, so we could potentially see something that is not that bad. Potentially.
No, and honestly, playing Cooked, it's not really an unstable type of deal. It's more just delay, just flat out delay.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, you're both essentially playing on it, so it's not too much of a handicap.
Just want to show people that this volume is turned all the way up. Actually, let's go ahead and turn that all the way up. Yeah, there's a little loudness for you. Hope you enjoyed that. The predictions are up. Go ahead and start making them now. If you are not already on the Discord, you should hop into the in the Discord. We have a channel for predictions where the community can vote on who they think is going to win in each matchup. Now, while predictions are not usually set up for Fight Night cards, you can see them for our Sunday, pay-per-view cards. But here we go, 4:50 on the clock in the first round between K1 Cooked and I'm Corson.
Yeah, but this fight is most likely going to go to the ground, I'm assuming, just because of the Brendan Allen pick. Dana White, you kind of have to stand up and box. He has decent power, I believe, so.
He does.
Still dangerous on the feet.
Yeah, Dana is actually like a relative threat for four-star fighters. Which we do want to remind people that our prelims, across Sunday and Friday cards, are 4-star fighters, limitations. As you move up the card, 4.5-star and then 5-star eventually gets opened up. But you do have to earn those privileges, and just start off the card, with Ilya Topuria. We did that for a little while, and it got real boring when we had 6 Conor McGregors on a 10-fight card. It was like, what's happening here?
And sometimes you'll still have them. You'll just have the 4-star one, but it's less likely.
Yeah. I think this card we have 2 Conors, and Sunday's card we have 2 Conors, so it's not as bad. But it was to a point where it was like Conor, Islam, Dustin, Islam, Holloway, Conor. It was just like, I was like, dude, I'm actually going to load up a game of GTA and just unalign myself many times over.
And Corson applying pressure here, kind of block breaking a little bit with Dana, kind of taking the right approach here. No real grappling attempts here from Cooked quite yet.
Not yet. Cooked is probably feeling still relatively confident. Hasn't really gotten hit by nothing too hard. It's been a bit of a chess battle here. We see Corson looking for that slip uppercut, trying to anticipate those straight shots. So he's looking for that big moment, but unfortunately, boxing is really all he's got. He's got no ground game. His kicks are trash. Like you know, like he can. That's the best that he could do with his kicks. Is he's gonna be able to feint a low kick into something else, but that's really gonna be the most he's gonna be able to do with that.
Yeah, and you got to think too. I mean, how much are you really biting on the kick fake? You know.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I mean, on this ping, you might bite on it either way.
Yeah. To prove a point, Corson goes ahead and throws a body kick that is able to land, but I don't even really I didn't even really see it show up on his body, like on the body meter.
Of course, really implementing that boxing, the block breaking, just kind of walking down Brendan Allen, using the right approach, to be honest. And Brendan Allen's kind of getting just pushed back, not really able to do much damage to counter him or to put some respect in front of him, and no real takedowns also coming from Allen here.
Yeah, I think K1 Cooked is probably just saving the takedowns for these later rounds. He's probably just wanting to set the precedent that he's gonna box with him. I mean, anyone that has two halves of a brain cell to rub together has an understanding that taking the fight to the ground when you're fighting Dana White is ideal. That's what you're gonna have, even if you have a kickboxer. They're an MMA kickboxer. Like they have MMA that is more competent than Dana White's. You know, they have jiu-jitsu that's more competent. You know what I mean? So like, it would be radical to think that he wouldn't look for the takedown, but he's going for them now. He's got a big one loaded up now.
And if you're Cooked, I mean, you're used to this ping, right? You're used to grappling on this delay. So he definitely has something's up his sleeve, like that full mount transition that he pretty much just is almost impossible to deny, or you got to pre-deny.
Oh,
on a beautiful stun there with the elbow.
Yeah, beautiful elbow there. Lands from Cook. Not able. It was now finally able to get postured up again. Start landing down some more damage. He says, "Forget the submission. I want to pound this out." Pause.
Huge pause in there, but Corson doing the right train of action here and going straight for the transition. I mean, if Cook denied his transition on 280 ping, that'd be impressive.
All right, well, listen, first of all, it was 240, I think. Maybe 260. It wasn't 280.
It was definitely 270, 280.
All right.
Yeah. Unfortunately. But unfortunately for Corson, because he was the one that took the worst end of that grappling there on the ground. But now some clinch work here, and they got to start being a little bit more careful with how much clinches they're using. Some block breaking, just trying to make up the damage that was taken earlier on the ground.
Oh, some nice head movement there from Cook. Looks for the takedown, but is defended well from Corson. And Corson's still doing a good job at just staying in Cook's face, trying to, get through that block, and chew it down, over the course of 3 rounds, as short as they are, and just try and get off as much damage as he can.
You'll see him doubling up on the exact same strike. Sometimes he'll throw 2 hooks or two jabs just to kind of like wear at that block before he throws a combo. Or pull like he did in that instance where he baits out a reaction from Cooked.
Yeah, Cooked is doing a good job at staying patient, but yeah, he's just he's having a difficult time getting those takedowns. I mean, frankly, you only got a couple seconds left. It's not like, is it even worth it? But he still goes and gets it. Big slam.
Yeah, and I mean, that could be either person's round. I think that Corson got a good amount of damage up on the feet. That could potentially make up for it. I mean, we'll end up seeing what the scorecards say at the end if we do get to the scorecards.
Well, I mean, I think that we could see this go either way, right? Where Corson eventually, starts chipping away at that block so much that it becomes useless, or Cook just takes him down, is able to get him down again, and and gets either the ground and pound or the submission. I mean, that seems most likely. Corson doing a good job so far, still putting up that pressure. 4:32 on the clock, third round. Cook going for the back take, not able to find it.
Beautiful defense there from Corson, even though we're on obviously this delay, which I hate to keep mentioning, but definitely a factor there in the grappling defense. Obviously, Cook going to the obvious plan of action here, which is to... Oh, and he goes for a guillotine there, which is going to be potentially dangerous. Oh, and gets him out. It's going to be big for damage.
Yep.
Looking for a stun here. He gets the stun. Could have gone for an armbar there. Doesn't go for it. He's probably looking to posture back up and deal some more damage.
Yeah. There he goes. Yeah, he's postured up, landing down some big shots. Able to defend a couple of them is Corson, but still in a horrible position with just a little over 3 minutes still left in this very last round.
And Corson, you can see maybe a lack of experience playing at this delay. I mean, if you're playing at this, you can pretty much just transition out of here.
Yeah.
There's no way they're
right. Like at that delay, you really don't even need much setup, fakes or anything. You can just go.
But then again, the person up top can also just
right,
go.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
You guys are in a war of seeing who's gonna get the right denials here and potentially make the difference on the ground. Otherwise, you could be in for a ride. Goes for the power there.
Oh, drag
Does
right back
not
down.
defend the drag.
Yeah, just that heel behind the knee. Gets him right back down.
He might power right back up here. Looks like he does.
Oh, I'm surprised that he did not deny that.
I'll tell you right now, Brandon, after grappling with Cook, you'll come to realize that it's almost impossible to deny power transitions. So yeah, I think that the course is obviously taking the right plan of action here. The only thing that's really killing him right now on the ground is that he's just not able to defend the follow-up takedown after he gets up.
Oh man.
Shouldn't be a doctor stoppage here. I mean, Corson's gonna come out of here, guns blazing, trying to end the fight.
Wrestling at 280.
We got a little bit of feedback there from Corson.
A little bit
of commentary on his part. Yeah.
That's all right. I mean, we try to go without, but these things happen. Call it coach audio. He's still going too. Like, he's in the middle of a fight and he's still going. But all right, well, 35 seconds left, and we go for another clinch. Able to try and get some bloody moments for himself. His Corson backs his man up against the fence. 20 seconds. Tries to go for the pressure.
Yeah, and I don't know how much he can pressure. He powered like at least 5 transitions on the ground there, so his stamina is pretty much gone.
Yeah.
Maybe 1 or 2 punches before it's completely gone here.
That's got to be him, I would think. Oh, what?
Even Corson is surprised that he is walking away with the victory. But congratulations to Corson as he walks away with the W. The entire Total Conflict community is looking at the judges like, what the fuck did you just watch?
The judges had a little bit too much partying with John Jones and Connor before the event here, but I like I said, I thought that second round could have gone either way because of the damage. I did put that out there. So
that's crazy. I felt like that last round should have solidified it for Cooked. I mean, the first round, he got the armbar, right? So he had, Cooked had the first round. The third round, he had it with control time by a landslide, right? So what happened here?
No, so at the first round, I don't think he got a. No, he didn't get First round was definitely Corson. Second was the one that was in questioning there. Yeah, second round was a stun in favor of Cooked and full mount, but then when they got up, Corson dealt a lot of damage to him on the feet. So that's probably what the judges saw there.
That's crazy.
Either way, a good fight though. That was a good fight, regardless of how intoxicated the judges were for the final decision.
Yeah, those judges were on something, dude. I'm sorry. Like I may not have like the best memory of what just happened over the last 7.5 minutes, but there's that was crazy. That was crazy. But whatever. It is what it is. We continue. We move on. The very last prelim is starting now. We are heading on to it. BK Soul versus BM. Help me out, Deadpool.
Oh, you're alone on that one. I'm gonna accidentally say a curse or something to the rest of the
yeah.
chat.
I feel like I'm about to say a slur, and I don't want to be responsible for that.
But well, actually, we can use the Discord name STK Blake, so we'll call him Blake for the rest of the.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so BK Soul versus STK Blake. Those predictions are going to be going up here shortly. These guys are lobbied, ready to go. Conor McGregor versus Jean Silva. Everybody, or at least Asher compared me to Jean Silva.
I could see it. I could see it.
I don't really see it, but I'm not hating on it.
Tell you what, if you asked a UFC 1 or 2 dev to make a model of you, your face would look pretty similar to this Jean Silva.
Oh, nice couple body shots there being landed from Soul. Oh, it takes a head kick, does Soul.
John Silva, I still believe, is 4-star, definitely at lightweight. I don't think he got a buff there. Still a good pick.
Now, I've been hearing that he did.
He got a buff at lightweight?
How many weight classes is he in?
He's in 2. I heard he got a. Well, I know he got an upgrade in featherweight, but I don't think he got one in lightweight, unless I'm mistaken.
I gotcha. Okay. Okay.
I mean, he didn't fight at lightweight, so it wouldn't make sense to give him one, but you never know.
Oh, big drop in stamina there as he goes for the takedown.
And right away looking to punish the body there. This is a pretty even matchup in terms of like stats and the picks. Obviously, Soul looks like he's getting the better of him on the feet here, just technical wise. But I mean, John Silva has good power enough to throw in a shocker moment here at any time.
Yeah, see, I feel like Blake has been doing pretty well this fight. I mean, yeah, he's on the back foot, but he's defending well. He's landing his own shots. But it's been an even fight. Like, look at the stamina difference between these guys. Not really that much different. I mean, you know, Blake is suffering a little bit more of a discrepancy, but not by much. And we're almost done with the first round.
Yeah, so I guess, oh, and a big rock there as I'm about to. Big rock, and it looks like he's going for kind of a little block break here. Well, Soul is on the back foot, throwing the jabs out there. Soul tries to counter. Good head movement from both parties here. But no, what I was saying is that as John Silva, you have to keep your distance and not Conor's distance, because you're obviously at a big reach disadvantage. If you're on the back foot, most of the time the Conor is the one controlling that distance.
Sure. Yeah. That's fair. But I mean, as we just saw, he's been doing a good job. Does eat an uppercut there? Does Blake?
Probably gonna see a big overhand coming here soon. It's both guys using their jabs a lot here, trying to wear out that block and get something big in. Oof, and dangerous trade there for Conor. Looked like he was gonna go down.
That was a quick save. Oh god, I'm blanking out. Guys, I didn't even smoke before this. Yeah, with Blake. Blake was there. Both Blake and Soul were about to throw a head kick there at the very end of the round, and Blake pulled it to block the the kick from Soul, which was, I was like, wow, that's he's on it. Like he's well aware. Nice head kick there from Blake.
I was gonna say, not nice combo there. Nice mix up. He didn't expect it. Okay, we're seeing like, I guess some attempt at a mix up here. I don't know if that's the smartest thing to do with John Silva, but beautiful front kick there lands.
Nice, there he goes, pushes him up against the cage. Oh, looks for the back drag. He's able to get it to the feet. What kind of twister magic is happening?
Even though he got the takedown, I mean, he used a lot of stamina in order to get it. But he's holding it.
Yeah, Soul with a tremendous amount more stamina as opposed to his opponent Blake. Blake is spending a lot of stamina over the last round for sure, but this round very much so with all these takedowns.
Yeah, and you just gotta assume that you're not gonna be able to put him out. I mean, with this stamina, you're not gonna be able to submit him, and honestly, Soul hasn't really given up any bad positions here, so you're most likely gonna go into the third round. And what are you gonna do in the third round with his stamina? You know?
Yeah. But he's playing a delicate balance between I gotta not do too much so that I don't blow out my stamina, but I gotta do enough so that I can pepper him up for the third round to to get him out of there. But it's a hard dance for a guy in his position. 2 minutes on the clock left in the second round. Blake found himself on top for an extended period of time until Soul was able to get out from bottom.
You could also argue that he won that first round and that he's securing this round to be 2-0 going into the third.
Potentially.
He did get that big stun in the middle of that round. Could have potentially won that for him. Beautiful body kick there. Still putting on the pressure here.
Oh,
and a
my
beautiful knockdown.
goodness. Blake is going in for the kill. Damn near almost had it too. Had he had a little bit more stamina, he's got plenty of time on the clock to have dealt way more damage. He kind of gassed himself out. But that was a huge moment for Blake, really solidifying himself in the second round.
Yeah, like I said, that first round could go to either party. So, I mean, you can make the argument that he's up 2-0 going into this third round.
Did you see the stats for that second round? That was a blowout.
Whatever this
It looked like Connor was about to go for a hip toss, and it just he like.
Oh, he went. Looked like he tried to wizard him, and then he just got pulled.
Yeah.
On a beautiful takedown there. Looked like Soul pre-denied probably in a direction.
Still in a better position than being equally standing on the feet. Blake finds himself on top in half guard now. Plenty of time on the clock to start posturing up and delivering damage.
Yeah, and I don't know if we had seen much of Blake, but this I mean, he's putting on a great performance here. It's playing really, really smart.
Yeah, this is a good performance from Blake so far. Some might argue that that he put himself at a handicap picking the John Silva pick against Conor McGregor, but he is proving that that he can make this work for him very, very well.
It looks like Soul powered through that as well. I mean, as long as John keeps taking him down, he's going to have to keep using stamina to get back up, right? So this could even out.
Ooh.
What a beautiful knee. Just overthrowing there. We could have potentially seen a spear for Blake. He kind of slept on that, I think.
Man. He is becoming in a Matt Hughes type of relentless with these takedowns. Finds himself in mount. A little over 2 minutes left. So
and I don't want to give too much advice here to a certain person if they're hearing it, but John Silva does not have turning takedowns. So the reason he's getting taken down with that animation is because he's pre-denying in a direction when he can't go in any direction.
That's so funny.
All he has to do is hold L2 R2. He's compromising himself here.
Well, that's hilarious that that we waited until the end of the fight to mention that. But I do appreciate that. I think it's on each individual player to be responsible for their own knowledge of the game. So, but excellent. Excellent point to to what you're saying. I mean, had he just held the triggers and called it a day, he would have been able to defend most of these takedowns. But let's see. Oh, he is proving Deadpool wrong. He does have turning takedowns. What the fuck?
So he has turning takedowns in one direction, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice takedown. Oh, look at the manipulation there from Blake.
Beautiful chain
Underneath
wrestling.
The hook, and then right into the back take. I mean, that was well done.
And I think this is Blake's fight. I mean, I can't really see it going any other way.
Oh, how could it not? I mean, not to try and not to commentary curse it now that the fight's over, but like how? Yeah, and there you go. Well, there you go. Congratulations to STK Blake coming in and finishing off our prelims with a strong display of grappling and tenacity, man. I mean, he was just relentless about it this whole fight. Look at that, only separated by 5 strikes from both guys. 222 to 227.
Yeah, and funny that McGregor did win that first round, so Silva did still have to go out there and put on a performance.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. 100%. 100%. All right. Well,
this is who runs the DMV in Illinois, and they don't want you to.
Jesus Christ. Hey, chill. That's why I can't take these YouTube. You guys hit me with these YouTube links. You're killing me. Just, get on Twitch. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Okay. All right. Well, it's not gonna happen. All right. Well, we are gonna be moving on into the main card here in just a moment. We are gonna take a very short break, probably a quick 1 or 2 minute break. See if we can run an ad. One may already be running. There it goes. Or maybe Twitch just hears me, and I don't know. If you want to avoid the ads, you can do that by subscribing for $5.99 a month. Or with a free Amazon Prime subscription. If neither of those work, you could potentially be gifted a sub via a community member. If that happens, which it has happened very frequently here, just make sure that you say thank you to whoever did it. But with that said, we will we are gonna take a very quick short break, very quick short, and we'll be right back. right, guys, we appreciate you hanging out for just a minute. We just had to, you know, had to get things prepared, had to get things organized. All right. But let's go ahead and get into the next fight. One that I'm very much looking forward to because we have a community member that that hasn't been in the community for, well, was in the community for a while, hasn't been super active lately, and is now coming back. Someone that that gave me a chance when I first joined. Demo, who's also going by the name of Kai Manny, is joining us here tonight under the gamer tag of Numad. Going to be going up against Green Bean. Not 100% sure who Green Bean is. I don't believe we've seen him before. So we'll see how this turns out. We'll see how this goes. But both these guys are lobbied up and ready to go. I've always been a fan of Demo. Demo and I have shared a couple games on Xbox. And I mean, he like just absolutely beats my ass. There's like no question there. But he's strong both on the feet and on the ground. But one of the best things about a guy like Demo and about a lot of the guys from the What Remains of camp, I don't know if he's still a part of that camp, but a lot of those guys exhibited a lot of the same thing. You can crack them, you can beat the hell out of them, you can make them bleed, you can drop them, but if you don't kill them, they will find a way to win. That's one of the best things that I loved about Demo is that, you know, he can have some precarious fights, but you know, he can find like the shining glimmer of hope in a fight and you know, take it.
We saw some grappling early on there from Demo. Green Bean obviously with the Carlos Condit pick. Pretty diverse. You can go pretty much anywhere with them. We don't really see it very often, though.
No, you don't see a whole lot of the Carlos Condit pick, but I do appreciate it. I mean, I would love to start seeing, you know, more of those picks on the prelims. You know, start seeing some Rashad Evans and, you know, get some Vitor Belforts in there, you know what I mean? Like, I want, you know, I think somebody has a Lyoto Machida pick somewhere on either tonight's card or Sunday's card that I'm looking forward to, so.
I would assume it's Sunday's card because I don't think someone would go Lyoto Machida on a 4.5-star pick. I mean,
yeah, most likely. You never know, though. You never know. People have put themselves at disadvantages on purpose just to prove a point, so who knows? Nice knee down the middle from Demo. Still a little bit on the back foot. Hasn't completely been married to going behind that black line too much yet. Nice little counter step back shot there.
And both players throwing a lot. You know, I mean, obviously they aren't reserving the gas tank. They're looking to finish.
BKJ Rilla's in chat saying it's me. I'm going Machida against Whimpering Ian.
That's
yeah.
Yep.
Sounds like a card for this coming Sunday, which those of you who are watching should not miss out on. It's going to be an excellent card. 10 fights are scheduled for Sunday at 1 p.m. 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So do not miss it.
A good round there from the both of them. I honestly don't know who that went to. It was really, really close. Both players showing a lot on the feet. I think they're both really good. But Demo obviously getting a little bit better, maybe because of the pick, and he just has been playing defensively a little bit smarter.
Yeah, yeah, potentially. I mean, like I said, Demo has been in the competitive scene for a long time. I'm not 100% sure who this green bean person is able to get
Ooh.
a massive head kick as Demo looks for the lunge. Lunges
That was a
right into
beautiful
it.
read there. Obviously, Demo has been using a lot of lunges, and I'm wondering if he was expecting him to go in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
You see another
Yep.
lunge right there. Like I said, that could have definitely been a read. It has looked like Green Bean is trying to bait out certain reactions here from. Oh, beautiful knee. Oh, and he gets a body stun actually out of that. That wasn't even a head stun.
Excellent work there from Demos. Is able to survive the onslaught and get himself a takedown. Isn't able to do a whole lot with it. Still on the ground, but now in full guard.
I mean, if you're Demo here, you're questioning whether you should get up or keep wrestling, and and a beautiful reversal there. And this puts Demo in a really bad position because he's already losing this round. If you're stuck here on the ground for the rest of it, you're in a tough spot going into the third round.
It's a tough spot, but I don't believe that Carlos Condit was ever known for having like particularly dominant top ground game. So it could still be something that that Demo can work his way out from under, especially since it looks like he's got a little bit more stamina to work with than Green Bean. So we'll see what happens. Green Bean is still on top, and now having moved over to side control, we'll see what can happen. Not able to posture up into the neon belly. Shout out to Vuk, who is joining us in chat with a quick hello to both myself and Deadpool. So shout out to Vuk.
Vuk also a great competitor here in this league and former champion.
30 seconds left in the second round. Big flying knee attempted there. Not able to do much with it from Demo.
And Green Bean is showing a lot of good shot selection here when he has Demo backed up on the fence.
Yeah, Green Bean is doing well. He almost landed another giant head kick there. Could have put Demo out for certain if his guard wasn't up. So he really needs to be careful about those lunges now. I think he's cemented the idea a little bit too much into his head. But we'll see what happens in this third round. It starts off strong with Green Bean coming forward. More of this pressure.
Yeah, he's kind of been coming forward this whole time. Just throwing pretty much whatever comes to mind here. Yeah, like some of those double ups on the body you wouldn't expect just because he was out of range for the first one. Why would he go for a second one, you know? Then he also puts himself at risk with situations like that. No, very impressive performance here by Green Bean.
Nice, excellent takedown there against the fence from Demo. Unfortunately, not able to hold on to that side control. But it looks like he's having much more success with the half guard now. Moves back into, no, not side control, but into a scarf hold position.
And I'm curious of whether Demo thinks he's done enough to win that first round, and he's just kind of willing to sit here and try to win this third round and go to the judges' scorecards.
Yeah, I mean, if I know Demo, then he's not necessarily looking for the decision. Like he's still gonna look for the win. The guy could have you know, just the thought of throwing a punch that is what gasses him out, and he's still gonna be looking for a knockout. He's still gonna be looking for a win. And here he goes, postured up now in mount, raining down those shots. A little bit of bobblehead from Green Bean, very frowned upon. We don't want to see too much more of that. But Demo's able to deny the first attempt to remove himself. Big elbow there from Demo.
And a big denial there with the follow-up. He could have definitely gone for an armbar there if he got the second posture up off.
Mm-hmm.
And Greenby just trying his best to try to get out of here. Obviously, has gotten the worst end of the grappling here. Beautiful denial there, not letting him get up. He denies this. Well, denies him again. He's probably going to get a transition here. Goes for the rear naked, most likely looking for the mount.
Whoa, whoa. What was that stamina drop? That shit was crazy. You see that?
I think he bit on a fake, and since their stamina is low, it just looks a lot. Good fight, though. I'm curious to see how the judges scored it. Yeah.
Well, that is how the judges scored it. They scored it in as a win for Green Bean. He was able to walk away with the judges' decision after a good fight with a returning community member who, you know, obviously we're very much looking forward to seeing more of in the future. But congratulations to Green Bean.
And a great performance from Green Bean. I mean, he put on the pressure, selected his shots well, and then was able to hold his own on the grappling there. Didn't take too much damage.
Yeah, 100%. Well, it looks like we have ourselves another fight already set up and ready to go. It looks like this card hasn't fallen apart as bad as I thought it was. Man, you guys are dumb with this camp. I'm sorry. You guys are so dumb. TV12, Tom Brady 12, Mud versus Leon Stalls. Dude, what kind of camp name is Tom Brady 12? Whatever, bro. Shout out to Pudgy joining us here on this Friday night for this TC MMA Fight Night card. Very much, most likely looking forward to seeing him on Sunday, as he typically joins us for Sunday shows. So is my cat. My cat's also here to join us. But here we go. Predictions are up. Go ahead and make them now as this fight gets off to a quick start. Now, there's a good chance that I may be misspeaking here, Deadpool, but is the Pride version of Anderson Silva 4 stars, or is it 4.5 stars?
I believe it's 4.5 star, but I'll tell you this. This is a worse version of Anderson Silva. The best version is the base version that the game just gives you.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Okay.
So yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's a stat here that we're missing that is better, and that I'm not sure. Couldn't tell you. Maybe he just liked the shorts.
Yeah.
Not super familiar with that. And this is actually the main event matchup, my matchup for Sunday. Which is interesting to look at, but
that's true.
Obviously, Drix does have a power advantage here, and I mean, I honestly don't know the Anderson Silva stats for this Pride version just because nobody uses it. But I believe he would have lower health stats as well. Mud already went for a grappling attempt earlier, so I'm not sure if he feels too confident on the feet here. I hate to point it out, but we did see a record of 28-7 in favor of Leon.
That's crazy.
And sometimes it doesn't matter. You know, sometimes they show up with a different attitude. But
oh yeah. Hey, we you know, listen, the UFC 5 competitive community has seen it across many leagues, TC being one of them, where, you know, someone with a positive and overwhelmingly positive record will walk away with a loss after fighting under those competitive lights. So, yeah, make no mistake. I mean, that does happen. While not super frequently, it's enough to make note of it.
yeah, I would say, like, it does seem like Mud is maybe not as confident on the feet here because of those fights. Maybe there was a stand-up discrepancy in between them, but I mean, Mud is not someone that you usually see on the back foot like this. And he's just kind of trying everything that he can.
Yeah, nice takedown defense there from Leon. Oh man, it feels like it almost looks like Mud is probably feeling like he's stuck in the mud. Like we just saw him try and throw a couple hooks and they didn't fucking move.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't really used his jab much. He's kind of just going in there with round strikes, and one or two of those isn't really going to wear out that block too much. So
yeah,
I think that Leon's in a really good spot going to these next 2 rounds.
Which is, you know, frankly unfortunate for Mud because he's got the pick that has the power. Like he's got DDP that has a tremendous amount of power. Like if he started leaning into that and just started peppering Leon's block, he could probably, you know, chip it away and really do some damage.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to be on the back foot with Dricus, you know. Yeah, at the end of the day, you're not. Dricus isn't a technical fighter.
Right. Yeah.
So.
Oh, there we go. Mud's starting to find a little bit more confidence now. Landing a couple shots on the inside.
Anderson has really bad recovery stats. So if he does get a rock, it could potentially change the whole outcome of the fight.
It's an interesting observation. 3:40 on the clock in this second round. Still plenty of time for Mud to start coming back and rallying after that first. Goes for the takedown and is denied in the center with no setup to it.
Yeah, and sometimes those are good just to kind of throw as giving the opponent something to worry about here. But I don't really know if if Mud offers too much of a grappling threat.
Nice shots there from Mud. Nice elbow.
Am I mistaken, or was Leon out of the community for a bit, not playing?
He's after the end of 1v1. He said that he was going to be, you know, taking a step back from the community. That lasted like a week or so, and then he came back.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Oh. Beautiful backs there from both guys. Really using their footwork. Like I said, how much of a technical fight do you really want to have with Anderson Silva? With Dricus?
Yeah.
You're kind of setting yourself up.
If you as the player can be more technical than the player that you're facing, then sure, go ahead. Be technical with Dricus against Anderson. But if you've lost that many fights, like, you need to just start loading power shots on that block. Like, you know, get an overhand in there, man.
Yeah, but you know, sometimes the mind can fool you. I think that since he has those losses, he thinks he needs to play on the back foot and maybe play a little bit more safe. And that could be messing with his game plan here.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah, I don't know. These types of questions have to be asked in order to get into the mind of a competitor, you know, of which I am not one. We are getting some serious lag. Although not the most exciting of all fights. People are calling out how the viewership is going down as this fight goes on. People are booing. People are saying that they want more blood, they want more action, and frankly, I don't blame them. We're getting into this third round now. Hopefully we can start to see some knockdowns. A nice rock there from Leon. Maybe,
oh, and a
big
beautiful
shot.
pull.
Oh man, all
Big
those
body.
people left at the worst time possible because Leon is on fire.
He's going for the ground and pound. He doesn't have, oh my God, he didn't have any block if he would have just kept going there.
Oof.
Oh, and beautiful head movement there from Leon.
All of a sudden, it's like both these guys were listening. Oh, you guys want to see action? All right, let's light this up. Here we go.
Oh, and is this over?
That's a rage quit. So that's over.
That is a rage quit. Well, it's over, guys. It's over.
All right. All right. Well, there you go. There's the end of your fight. Everybody wanted to see the end of that fight, and that is what you got. So congratulations to Leon. That was looking to be not so great for Mud, unfortunately. But you know, hey, like I said, congrats to Leon. Excellent win. Was able to you know, to really put on a good performance throughout the fight. Before he was able to find not only a win, but probably a really satisfying win with the rage quit. So.
Unfortunate. Real.
Very, very unfortunate. We frown upon the rage quits, but you know, it's something to make fun of too. So you know, like, go ahead. Like we'll
Yeah,
probably make fun of you.
Yeah, and I'm sure the chat is having a fun time with that too.
Yeah. But no more fun. We are here for more fights. We've got Viper. Who do we have Viper fighting here tonight? Viper versus Aiden. These guys are already lobbied up and ready to go, so let's push things on over to them. These fighters are looking to bring back some of the viewership with some extra violent conflict. Viper is good for it. He always is. He's a longtime competitor here at Total Conflict, so he's always putting on a good show. You know, win or lose. You know, that's the type of guy that's you know, looking for the knockouts.
And I really like this Umar pick against the Sean, and right away for going for a takedown, hesitated. I don't even think he threw a strike before going for that. So obviously there's definitely a game plan here behind this Umar pick.
100%. Looks like we don't have any volume, so I'm gonna have to bring in the crowd from that has to be outsourced. Hopefully that's helpful for you guys. Unfortunately, no impact sounds, but at least you got a little bit of a crowd.
What a reversal and a stag guard here for Viper. Gets a stun. Oh my God, and it might be over.
Oh.
I don't know how he survived that. And Viper just punishing him for taking him to the ground here. Oh my God, and a beautiful. That straight uppercut is really, really messing him with. Looks like he might be going in for a takedown or ducking into that.
Yeah, goes for the takedown, not able to get it. Viper's able to defend it well. 2:20 on the clock in this first round. Viper's been doing very, very well. Able to barely avoid a big spinning head kick there from Aiden. Oh, eats the uppercut, ducking into it.
Yeah, and obviously a huge health advantage already in favor of Viper. Obviously, the Umar still fighting back.
Ooh, nice exchange there.
I hate to say it, but this almost looks like an impossible battle there for Umar now.
And Viper just being absolutely relentless. He does take a couple shots there from Aiden. Nice
Yeah, Viper just needs to be careful
attempt.
that he doesn't gas himself out here trying to finish it in the first round.
Yeah. Oh!
Oh my god, and this might be over. Oh, beautiful defense there. Most likely allow him to survive until the next round. Beautiful performance here by Viper, just using his striking advantage perfectly on the feet, and then when he was on the ground, he reversed him and got a stun off of the stag guard. So I mean, up until now, it looks like there is no answer.
Yeah,
there is no solution to the puzzle.
Oh, nice little counter shot straight to the body there from Aiden to start off the second round. He is, I do agree, Deadpool. He is gonna have to maybe work, try some different avenues, some different entries for the takedowns. He does get a nice little lunge into the clinch there, but it doesn't do much with it. Gets hit with a big shot from Viper. Viper whiffs a huge spinning back kick, not able to capitalize much on it.
Viper needs to be careful. Any of those, if he gets head kick counter, that could be the end of the fight for him too.
It could. Oh!
Ooh! Oh, he doesn't get stack guard there. Knocks him down again. He's just hunting for something here. He's not following up anymore. I think he's looking for a highlight.
Oh!
Oh, and a beautiful hook there just puts him down.
Wow. Unbelievable. Well, frankly, not really all that unbelievable because he was having a great performance throughout. Oh, wow. Just very quick. Just end the stream. All right, yeah, fuck us.
Yeah.
Well, hey, shout out to Viper. Congratulations to him. Excellent win here tonight, making quick work of the ops. That was some good stuff from Viper. We are finally moving into our co-main event. We have Drake versus, well, so far it looks like Verse, but no, it looks like DrakeUFC is going to be fighting What You Doing Fee. It's going to be K1 versus K1 on K1 violence here tonight, and it looks like I'm getting assaulted with YouTube links. Not a fan of YouTube links, but we're going to go ahead and stick with it anyway. All right, these guys are loaded up. Let me get the volume adjusted. Here we go. See, can I get it unstuck? Boom. Lobbied up, ready to go. A classic Alex Pereira and Israel Adesanya is ready to go. Viper is getting back into the let me get the crowd down. Sorry. Viper getting back into the locker room, feeling good, getting checked out by doctors. Just kidding. Yeah, there's absolutely no suspension that guy would have to deal with. Some of the people that didn't show, they might have to deal with suspensions. But anyway, round one, starting off strong with What You Doing Fee coming forward. Says, I don't care about that Alex Pereira power.
Yeah, and honestly, this could go either way.
Oof.
I know that both guys love their Izzy pick, so obviously I think Drake might not like this Pereira pick maybe as much. Fee obviously coming in on short notice.
Like. Sorry, say that one more time, Deadpool.
Fee obviously coming in on short notice here.
Yeah. Taking this fight on very short notice. This while DrakeUFC was supposed to be one half of the co-main event tonight. Much like Deadpool says, what you doing, Fee came in on very short notice to fill in the spot. So do appreciate him, and he appreciates us with the opportunity to head kick his teammate right in the jaw.
Yeah, both players throwing a lot of body punches there in the pocket. I mean, a single uppercut could change the whole complexion of the fight. And obviously Pereira has the power advantage. If he catches Izzy might not get up.
Yeah, 100%. If Pereira, like you said, definitely has that power. And it's an interesting pick from Jake to go with the kickboxing, like glory days type of Alex Pereira alter ego.
Yeah, so actually this Pereira does have better stats than the regular Pereira, at least in the striking department. Which I'm sure these guys knew that they were going to keep it on the feet here.
Yeah. Nice
Fee
strikes
implementing
being
him
traded from both guys. Fee gets him down again. Just a little over a minute left in this first round. And Fee has been absolutely relentless with the pressure. I mean, just glued to the chest of his teammate.
Yeah, Fee looks like he's getting the better of these exchanges there. He almost gets a big head kick in. Beautiful uppercut counter there.
Interesting set of kicks there from Fee at the very end of the round. Not 100% sure what was happening there.
Maybe he thought that Drake was going to come back in. I'm not sure.
Do we have predictions up for this fight? I don't think we do.
I don't think we did. No.
No. So I guess we'll go without him this time. That's okay. We will have predictions up for the main event. Oh, Fee has him down. Looking for the finish. Not able to find it right away, but he's able to get a little bit, snuck some more damage on the inside before he gets back to his feet.
No, nice block breaking combo there by Fee.
Surprised that Drake hasn't started ducking that roundhouse kick.
It's really fast. I mean,
it is, but he's thrown it like 3 or 4 times already.
Oof.
Oh,
there you go.
Well, that is what Fee was looking for at the end of the first round.
Yeah, and Drake's block isn't there anymore, honestly. Just a matter of when Fee can get a good combo off. Obviously, there's a big head health advantage. Oh, and a beautiful combo there. Oh, and a little bit of a movement kind of saved him there.
Yeah.
It looked like he might have ducked into that, but
does get a little concerning when the head starts moving, but but Drake is he's been able to time those jab counters well. So I mean, it's unfortunately it seems like it's coming on a little late. Oh, oof. Because that block and head health are completely oven roasted. But if he can keep getting those jab counters off, he might be able to find himself coming back. It's going to be a hard task for Drake, but it's still possible. Oof.
Ooh, and that should have hit, that looks like it hit the body somehow. And Fee really mixing up now, trying to just stack on damage.
Oh!
But he can get caught with something big like that. Oh, and he's...
Wow.
Oh, and he saved himself with a great blocking there.
Yeah, excellent defensive capabilities there from Fee. Saves himself after getting rocked. Keeps himself safe. But he's
But
still...
he's eating a lot of those counters off of the double jab.
Yeah. Yeah, that double jab is has given Drake a lot of opportunity, but might not be everything. 20 seconds left. Drake's block is done.
Oof. It's honestly impressive how long this has gone on. I know the guys are not following up, but even then. Without a block to be able to get some of those counters that he got off was impressive.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, here we go. Third round. Third and final round.
He's kind of doubling up on that jab again.
Pudgy's in chat saying that that Fee is playing with his food. It could potentially be the case of what we're seeing here.
Yeah, I don't know if Drake's going to be as nice when he knocks him down. Which I know is coming at some point, just because if he does get really reckless. Looks like he's going to be a little bit nicer today. But if he does get a little reckless when he starts getting on the offense here. Obviously, we remember that Joe Goldberg fight from the last card.
Yeah, I mean, are we having like a gentleman's agreement of a fight here because we're teammates, or?
Yeah, they definitely agreed to not follow up here and just have a stand-up match.
Yeah, yeah. Which, you know, is fine. I'm okay with, as long as it's a fun fight. And it has been. Fee's been coming forward almost the whole fight up until now, where he's been knocked down, so... You know, and the stamina has become much more even.
Yeah, maybe even a little in favor of Drake. But then again, like if Fee was unloading a lot of shots, they're trying to put Drake out.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, despite the knockdown, Fee could, you know, sit back and cruise the rest of this round and could potentially still walk away with 2 rounds to 1 with the judge's decision.
Drake's still fighting back, obviously. I mean, he has a chance just because it's Pereira and he could potentially get a big stun. Just working that body. That body health is getting fairly low for Fee, flashing every time he's getting touched to the body. Some lateral knees. Oh, a beautiful elbow counter. Oh, and goes for the flying knee. Maybe a little telegraph there.
Yeah, but Drake is still going after it. You gotta appreciate it. He is really throwing hands and looking for that knockout. Where it seems like Fee has kind of, you know, really tried to start to dial it back and cruise throughout the rest of this fight.
Yeah, I feel like he thinks that he's gonna get caught just because he did get caught at some point, and I feel like he's kind of setting himself up here for. Oh, huge counter there off of the stun. Oh, and this could potentially be bad here for Fee, depending on how they break up.
My goodness. Yeah, Fee is...
Oh! And a beautiful knockout with the uppercut counter there.
Wow. Please let me see that replay. That's so funny. They're going to hit him with the rematch. No respect. Oh, you robbed us of the replay. Well, no respect to both of you. Fuck you both. I don't care who won. All right, congratulations to Fee. What you doing, Fee? K1, what you doing, Fee? Congratulations to him on an excellent win. You know, it took a minute, but you got it, and it was a fun fight, which is what we mostly appreciate. So.
Yeah, they could have potentially given us a fight of the night with their gentleman's agreement there.
Yeah. All right, well, let's go ahead and get into our main event here in just a moment. But we do want to just take a quick moment to let you guys or to remind you guys that we do also have the Sunday show, TC MMA 18, aka MG versus K1 Deadpool, who's in the commentary booth tonight. Will be looking to fight for the PlayStation title this Sunday, so please do not miss that. Come in and support your favorite fighters, your favorite commentators, and we should have some good fights on Sunday. As for right now, EK Warrior and Breezy are signed up, ready to fight, lobbied, and I think they're done waiting, Deadpool. I think they're ready to throw hands.
I mean, I'm ready for this matchup. I like this matchup a lot. I think that this can be really, really even, depending on how like the first exchanges go. Obviously, you're trying to prolongate the fight with Holloway, and you're trying to kind of get him out of there right away with Dustin. So, very obvious fight plan here for both guys.
100%. 100%. I am in the process of getting the predictions up now, so you guys don't worry. They are coming.
I always see Breezy using that switch stance, a jab. Love to see that from the Holloways.
All right, guys, predictions are up. You've only got a minute, so be quick, but they are up, and it is on Strike and saying it's on 3 rounds. Yes, it is. That is a problem, isn't it? That's a problem.
And yeah, I mean, both players, I guess, are happy with this. I'm not sure how you want to go about it, but
I'd be interested to see. Well, it looks like we're getting some talk in the back right now. Yeah, it looks like the players are being told to back out of the fight and remake it for 5 rounds. So this will be finished here in just a moment. I'm sure that one of them will see the message. You know, if not now, then probably in between rounds. But that message has been sent. But it doesn't look like either fighter. I mean, delay in mind and everything. It doesn't look like either guy has noticed it. So.
No, probably in between rounds they'll notice, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was gonna say we'll watch the rest of this round. But they are gonna have to cancel this fight and reshape it for 5 rounds. Because that was a good call. I did not notice that at first. Usually I'm pretty good about that, but that was a good call.
yeah, that's unfortunate because you kind of take away the element of surprise there of you. If you have a game plan, you know what?
Potentially, yeah, potentially. You know, nowadays we see game plans extend. You know, or at least you don't really see what the game plan is until the 2nd or 3rd rounds anyway. You know, the first round for a lot of guys is used as just kind of a setup for the game plan that you don't even really see it nowadays. But we'll see what happens. I mean, that right there, that signature Max Holloway jab into the jab as you're switching stances, like that was displayed by Breezy earlier. I don't think that's something that he's looking to hide. You know, I don't think these guys are really afraid of hiding anything.
Yeah, and I mean, unfortunately that we're gonna have to restart here, but I mean, you're seeing a lot of success from EK Warrior here, which obviously we know he's a high level competitor, and he's showing it.
Yeah, only a couple seconds into a faux round that will be more of a warm-up between these guys than anything else. A fight for the first time in Total Conflict history that could potentially go 6 rounds in total. Pudgy's in chat saying maybe they don't need 5 rounds. Yes, no, they do. They do need 5 rounds. I mean, maybe they won't, but it has to be like on record for being 5 rounds. And it does not look like either one of them is going to respond. So it looks like we're going to go a whole 3-round fight, and then they're going to be told, they're going to realize that someone already told them, hey, restart it. Or not.
I mean, this could end in the 2nd round, and then
Yeah, that's what it looks like. I mean, both players have picked fighters that have the potential to, you know, that have that knockout potential in just about any moment of the fight. So, not to mention, I think it was actually just released. It was just mentioned in the news recently that that there is going to be a Max Holloway versus Dustin Poirier 3, I think, for the BMF titles. So that should be fun. So we get a little bit of a glimpse at it now, albeit not 5 rounds, but still.
I'm kind of hoping for a Holloway win. I like the Holloway pick, so hopefully we get a buff.
Yeah, I'm hoping not. I'm done with Holloway. I'm hoping that Poirier retires on a massive win like that. Oh, nice counter shot there from Warrior. And another one. Breezy's looking rough for wear out there.
Oof, my God.
I looked away for a fraction of a second, and
There's a beautiful hook counter there, which I don't know if they're gonna run this back or not, but
I don't think that there's much need to run it back. It looks like the predictions are in. Warrior is walking away with a tremendous and quick, vicious KO. Congratulations to EK Warrior. Oh, it looks like we are going to get a replay. Thank you, Warrior. What a fantastic dog you are. Just wanted to quickly see. I guess we can't even really see that it was a pull, but at least we got to see that it was a hook. I didn't see it, so for anyone else who missed it, there it is. Fantastic work from EK Warrior. Congratulations to him, and yeah, obviously looking forward to seeing not only him but more Breezy in the future. With that said, we are done here, y'all. I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know if we'll probably maybe raid somebody. There's probably nobody really streaming right now, but thank you everybody that joined us for TC MMA Fight Night 7. We greatly appreciate you. If you have not, join us in the Discord. That is where signups go up. They will be going up here in a moment for TC MMA Fight Night 8. TC MMA 18. It's going to be coming up Sunday. Let's go ahead and show that poster one more time. Shout out to Verse on all of the graphics that he does here for TC MMA. He does a great job. He spends a lot of time on them, and he makes them custom for each and every event each and every week. So shout out to him for the graphics. Shout out to Deafman, to Killer, and to Asher for helping out organize things this week. We greatly appreciate you guys. This is this is how a well-oiled machine works, is when we all pitch in. So we greatly appreciate it. If you want to support TC, either hop in the Discord or subscribe for $5.99 a month. Follow us on YouTube or all other places that you can find us, like social media stuff, Twitter and Instagram and all, this, that, and the other. With that said, that is pretty much it from me. Deadpool, do you have anything left for the people before we sign off?
Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Good fights. I mean, some replacements there, but in total, good fights. And then the last thing, just tune in Sunday.
Tune in Sunday, yeah. Deadpool, straight from the mouth of your #1 PlayStation division contender, going for the title this Sunday. Says to tune in. It sounds like history will be made. Very much looking forward to it. Thank you everyone who joined us tonight. We're probably gonna raid somebody. I don't know. I'm getting word from the back. Oh, okay, I see what's going on. All right, so love you all. Have a good night. Be real, be good, be real good. Peace.